One of the greatest Major League Baseball players in history has been rejected from the Hall of Fame for life and had an amazing career that has been tainted by scandal. His nickname was Charlie Hustle. His name is Pete Rose. Peter Edward Rose was born in Cincinnati, Ohio in 1941 and showed skill as an athlete at a very early age. He started playing football as a teenager, but he soon lost interest in the sport and switched to baseball. Rose played several different positions: second baseman, shortstop, and catcher for his team in the Dayton Amateur League, and batted as a switch hitter, meaning he could use either his left or right arm to lead off. Rose's story could have ended right there if not for his uncle Buddy Blowbaum, who was a professional scout for the Cincinnati Reds. Proving once again that it's not what you know, it's who you know, Uncle Buddy went to bat for his nephew, so to speak, and he persuaded management to sign Pete Rose to a contract fresh out of high school. Pete's chance to make a name for himself arrived in 1963 when the Reds' second baseman pulled a muscle and they put Rose in the game against the Pittsburgh Pirates. It wasn't the greatest start for him as he went 0 for 11 at bat, but it's said that once he got the hang of the major leagues, he was unstoppable. He won National Rookie of the Year thanks to a .273 batting average, and other than a slump in 1964, he had 10 seasons with over 200 hits at bat. In 1968, he had a 22-game hitting streak. In 1969, he hit 16 home runs, 33 doubles, and 11 triples, and drove in 82. In the 70s, due in part to Charlie Hustle's efforts, the Cincinnati Reds became known as the Big Red Machine, and Pete Rose was named Player of the Decade from 1970 to 1979 by the Sporting News. He ended the 70s by leaving the Reds and going over to the Philadelphia Phillies, then the Montreal Expos, before returning to end his playing career with the Reds from 1984 to 1986 and managing the team until the end of the 80s. So how can a man with such incredible stats, who helped win the World Series 3 times, was the Gold Glove Award winner twice, and was the Player of the Decade, be excluded from the Hall of Fame? Pete Rose gambled. He would bet on his own team, putting money on whether or not they would win against opposing teams all throughout the 80s, but Rose denied the allegations at the time. He was banned for life from Major League Baseball in 1989, which made him ineligible for the Hall of Fame. There were 2 autobiographies written about Pete Rose, one in 1989 and the other in 2004. When the second autobiography came out, Rose publicly admitted that he gambled after years of denial, weeping that he disrespected the game during an apology. He still has thousands of fans in the world of baseball, though, as Pete Rose earns more than $1 million a year through public appearances and autograph signings all over North America.